Hey everybody, anyone is here, and today we are back on the RAC server. I know it's been a little while since my last episode, just life's been busy. What are you going to do? So the first thing you're going to see is a bunch of diamonds sitting right in front of me. And if you guys remember a couple episodes ago, we tested how many diamonds we'd get from a Fortune 3 pickaxe. Which roughly equaled, why is my keyboard not working? There we go. Whoa, okay. What's going on? My keyboard is... Come on. Okay, I think we're okay now. Anyways, so we did about 196 diamonds with a Fortune 3 pickaxe and wound up with roughly 332 diamonds. And I said that Benji was able to make a Fortune 4 pick using Thaumcraft, and he's made me one. So we are going to redo our test. So this should be exactly 196 diamond blocks, and I can't wait to see how many diamonds we actually work out with this. So I'm not going to make you guys sit here while I hit all of these up, even though this also has speed 4, which is pretty cool. But let me break all these out and see how many diamonds we get, because I'm just curious. I'm curious how much more we'd wind up getting with Fortune 4 over Fortune 3. And it is worth noting, there is a formula you can use to get an idea of how many more diamonds. But I like to do real-world tests. Well, I guess this isn't really real world, but you get what I'm saying. So, let me finish breaking these up, and we'll be back in a minute once we know how many diamonds we got. Okay, I'm just finishing up the last couple blocks, and I haven't even checked yet, so I don't know how many it is, but we got it all done. So remember, last time there was roughly 332 diamonds we got, so it was 5 stacks plus 12. So let's see what we got this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. How many is that? 7 times 64 plus 48. Wait, try that again. 7 times 64 plus 48. 496 diamonds, take away the 332. So we got 164 more diamonds by using a Fortune 4 pickaxe. And again, that was on about roughly 196 diamond blocks. As you can see, I have a couple more diamond blocks, but I didn't want to put them down because I didn't want to skew the results too much. So that is pretty significant. So Fortune 3 over Fortune 4 has netted me an extra 160 diamonds. That's very, very cool, and, you know, I do need them. I am running low. I know 429 doesn't seem like a low amount of diamonds, but with the amount... Oh, I have more diamonds in here. But with the amount of diamonds I used making all those solar generators, I could definitely use more diamonds. So let's just put all these guys away, and now how many diamonds am I at? 950. Very cool. We are back to the top. So let's put this away. And before we move on to what I wanted to work on today, just wanted to show you guys a couple things. First of all, as you can see, maybe you might be able to see, you might not be able to. The ME drive has changed. And the reason for that is I have located most of my important resources to the data center on the moon. Yes, so if you look right now, you see all this diamond, that, all of this stuff. If we just get rid of this real quick, you can see all of that stuff is gone. Only things I am keeping here is pretty much crafting materials, or crafting resources, things I need to use to make stuff. Pretty much. The only reason why this netherrack is in here is just because the pre-formatted netherrack card hasn't been moved to the data center yet. And you know what? This is the perfect time to move it to the data center so I can show you how I set it up. I won't take too much time to show you guys, but I did want to give you an idea of what I did. So let's hop into here. And as you can see, I am a testificate. So it is April 1st, and this is not a joke. Well, that's a joke. I don't think it's that funny, but that's fine. It's okay. So we are here back on the moon. Let's grab that card we just pulled out. And what you'll see now is there... Okay, so there's no power here right now because I forgot to reconnect the quantum field ring on the other end. But as you can see, there is a ton of cards in here. And basically the way I have it set up, that was weird. Basically, the way I have it set up is these 4 discs right here. They're all holding, and I think I did this on a past episode, important resources, things that I'm going to have a lot of. It doesn't look like I have a lot, but I mean, 10,000 bytes of redstone is a lot of redstone. So I wanted to give myself plenty of room for that. These cards right here, these are all pre-formatted with just common things. So this is all like magic stuff. As you can see, I have magic beans and magic essence, both of those on their own cards. The reason I did that is I am going to start up a magic beans farm, and I'm going to need a lot of room for that. And the magic essence, it just takes up a lot of room. So I dedicated the whole card to it. Do I need it? Did I need to use a 64K storage card? No, but you know how we do this. And as you can see, mob drops are on one, trees and bush stuff, food stuff, yada, yada, yada. What I will have down here, which I don't have right now, but they're going to be redundant cards. So every card that you see here is pre-formatted, and I'm going to make copies of them and put another array, another couple ME drives next to it. So what will happen is if these cards ever get full, they will just start going out on, they will start filling up on the other cards instead of filling up a blanket card, which I'll show you in a minute. Also right here, you can see this is kind of important stuff. So stuff that I won't have in huge bulk, but gems, diamonds, stuff of that sort are on these two cards. And these two cards, as you can see, these are copies right down here. So when these two cards get full, they'll start getting put onto here, which is pretty cool. And then right now, this is just an empty one. This is just for overflow. I hope my overflow actually stays in the overworld, but I am going to throw some overflow cards right here just to catch anything that I don't have room for. Very cool. So that's pretty straightforward. Actually, there was something else I wanted to keep. Yeah, that. That's pretty straightforward, but I did want to show you that. I did want to show you that I am actually using it, which is really cool. I'm very happy about. And now I could put back that redstone energy conduit. Redstone energy conduit, so we could start back up our ME system. And I actually can also put cover. Yeah. Could actually also put this back here because I'm not going to be moving this. Hopefully not anytime soon. To do this was a huge pain in the ass. And basically what I had to do is build a second ME system and then transfer all the materials I wanted to move out to there onto a card here. And then depending on how I did it, either manually bring that card to the moon or transfer everything back if it was already formatted on the moon. So it was a lot of work. And it wasn't fun, but I got it done. And that's all I really, really care about. So one problem I am having now, which is kind of a shame, is I set up 2 new quarries. Unfortunately, the amount of power that I'm generating right here is not enough to run the 2 quarries as well as this ME system. Because as you can see, this ME system alone is running at about 630 RF. I believe how that works, because this is set for MJ, and I believe MJ to RF conversion is times 10. So this is using about a 630, and then each of the quarries are using about 400, and then this system right here is using another like 100. So that actually works out to more power than I'm actually generating. Will be an easy fix. All I got to do is just put up some more engines. I could flip this switch and start running off here, and that would power it no problem, but I really don't want to have to refill these guys up again. So no big deal. I still have plenty of resources. The only thing I'm really running low on is Certus quartz, and I guess, really just Certus quartz, because this stuff I can make, and this I have a decent amount. And the reason for that is I kind of screwed up my auto crafting system, and I was trying to use quartz cutting knives to make things, and what was happening is every time it needed to use a quartz cutting knife, it would just make another one. So I wound up using all my Certus quartz on just making, I don't know, dozens and dozens of these cutting knives. Whatever. What are you going to do? Anyways, what we're going to do today is first look at a little gift that Apex has left us. Whenever Apex goes exploring, he seems to give me, and I believe Benchy also, but definitely me, because screw Benchy, gifts. And this time he gave us a bunch of knowledge fragments, as well as a little bit of niter, a little bit of alimentum, and of course, a steak sandwich, which we will eat as soon as we're hungry. The niter is really cool. It's actually one of my favorite lighting blocks, and if you just look at it, how cool is that? I love that stuff. I don't have a use for it right this second, but I assure you, I will. The knowledge fragments, we actually have a bunch of, so we can actually use right now. The alimentum is actually pretty cool. This is actually a source of fuel, And it's a really, really good source of fuel, as you can see down here. Another thing that you can do is if you actually throw this, or I think right-click it, it will actually blow things up. Kind of cool. Not going to test it. You're going to have to take my word for it. And then, of course, he gave us these knowledge fragments that give us new research. So we might as well just make the research that it's going to give us. And let's see. I hope they didn't just give us 2 of the same research. How does that work? Don't I just put it in here? And then something? Okay. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't work anymore? I'm not 100% sure. Anyways, let's take that out of here. Put this into here, and we could worry about that another time. And that was actually a really good jumping off point onto what we are going to work on today, or at least what's left of today. We are going to work back on our Thaumcraft area just a little bit, and the reason being is it is completely broken. Yes, it is. Because of the new update, the way these pipes work, they don't work like this anymore. And as you can see, we have gas leaking all over the place. So we are going to have to redesign how we do this. And you can just hear all the gas stuck inside of here. So I'm not going to go into explaining why this doesn't work anymore, because to be honest with you, I'm not even completely sure I understand it. Something about the way it pulls and pushes, and basically these Essentia tubes are just not made anymore to do this. The Essentia tubes are made to only really pipe out one type of Essentia. So we can get rid of all this Essentia tubes. What we also won't need, at least for our purposes right now, are all these arcane alembics. And the reason is we are going to use a different way to get the Essentia into these jars. Basically, we're going to use something that I haven't actually used yet this season, so I'm happy I have a good reason to use it. We are going to use golems. That's right. We are going to make our first golems today. Did not mean to break those things. Just put them back down. I guess it really doesn't matter, but for our purposes, let's just get it out of our inventory. So let's just finish breaking these up. That's enough for now. So we are going to use golems, and in order to use golems, you have to actually make them. And there's many, many different types of golems, as you can see here. The straw golems, wooden golems, flesh golems, tallow golems, clay golems, stone golems, and I think these are new iron golems. Actually, iron golems might not be new, but thaumium golems, I'm pretty sure, are new. But for our purposes, a standard straw golem is going to be exactly what we need. So that's the first thing we need to make. We need to make a straw golem. So it's pretty straightforward. A hay bale, 4 humanus, 4 modus, and 4 spiritus. Now, it's worth noting, let's just switch out our gear here so we don't keep walking up that. It is worth noting that the way I'm going to do this right now is probably not the best way to do it. To get the, not the modus, the spiritus and the humanus, I'm going to use rotten flesh as well as soul sand. As you can see, these are also going to add a lot of other stuff into our atmosphere. But for our purposes right now, hopefully it's not that big of a deal. I hope not. Anyway, so let's get this stuff thrown in here. And as you can see, I also have a bottle of Motus. And basically, as I showed a second ago, a strong golem uses 4 of each and then 1 hay bale as a catalyst. So just for sake of not wasting resources, we are going to make 2 of them. So let's throw our rotten flesh in. Let's throw our soul sand in. Let's throw our file in. And now we should be able to throw these in one by one and get our golems. Very, very cool. Now, we still have a bunch of stuff in there. I hate doing this because this is just going to release it into the atmosphere. But it is what it is. I don't know if that actually comes down and turns into taint on the ground, or if it just goes up into the atmosphere and goes away. Not 100% sure. I am sure, though, eventually we are going to find out. Cool. The next thing we are going to need, besides our 2 golems, is we are going to need a golem bell. Is that really what it's called? Golem bell? That can't be right. Golem answers bell. And basically what this will allow me to do is assign the golem to things. Now, I know that's not going to make too much sense right now, but it will make sense once we're ready to actually put this stuff together. So the golem's bell is pretty simple. It's just 4 nether quartz, a stick, and 4 ordo. And you just put it in Arcane Workbench, and boom, you got it. This used up a little bit of ordo, but that's fine. So now we have the Golem Answers Bell, and we also have the Straw Golem, and we also have a zombie and a creeper that wants to play. Not sure I want to play with them, though. So let's just get these guys killed. I know they can't get through here, but because spiders sometimes bug out and come in here, I don't want to take the chance, really. Cool. Okay, so, oh yeah, I don't have my good boots on, so I can't climb up one block high. Okay, so then we need one more thing, and I've already researched it. It is the Golem Core of Alchemy. What this is going to allow us to do is, it's going to allow us to assign the Golem to fill up these jars over here with the Essentia, and pull it out of our Alembic. That's what that's called, right? Oh, no, Alchemical Furnace. Very cool. So, I don't have everything ready for this. I don't even think I have... Like, I have that. I have that. Okay, I might actually have everything. Do I have water in here? I have many of water. Do I have magic? Plenty of magic. And... Is that right? Is that what I needed? Okay, so I have everything. So, what I do need to make first, though, is I need to make a Golem Animation Core. And then also get 3 water buckets and a water jar. So, let me get all that stuff together, and we will be right back. Okay, I am back, and it looks like it was actually perfect that Apex gave me that Nitor, because I need the Nitor to make the Golem Animation Core, and I don't have to actually waste any resources on it. So, thanks, Apex, if you're watching this. Very cool. Okay, so now we have everything we need. I should be able to throw... Let me just make sure. I need Aqua and Vacuous, right? That's all I need for this? Aqua and Vacuous. Okay, and then the Golem Animation Core. Yes, as a catalyst. Very cool. Okay, so we're going to throw that. We're going to release some terror into the atmosphere. Not that big of a deal. We're going to throw that in. And now that. Very cool. Now we have ourselves a Golem Animation Core. We will get rid of that water. What are you going to do? And now we should be able to set this up. So I think something like this. Actually, I need that. This will be in order. So let's just take one more quick look at our Thaumonomicon just to make sure we're going to place these in the right order. We need 4 corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We should be able to do that. So we are going to put a water jar here. A water bottle here, a water bottle here, and a water bottle here. We are also going to put the core right there. Now, before we start this, let's just make one more look. 15 Aqua, 15 Modus, 15 Magic. 15 Magic, 15 Modus, 15 Aqua. Very, very cool. And I don't think this is that high of a stability. It's minor, so we should be fine. So let's give it a little shake of our wand. If we can get close enough. Boom. And let's see if this works. We are getting our magic. So far, so good. Oh, I'm getting stuck in here. Yes, we're getting our magic. We're getting our aqua. Did something fall off? No. We are getting, we will be getting our modus. Well, we are getting it, but... And now, let's just make sure, yep, there goes the water jar. And now 1 water bottle, 2 water bottles, and 3 water bottles. Very cool. There we go. We now have, let's just get that out of there, our Golem Animation Core for Alchemy. Okay, so we are not done. First of all, we're going to have to change this setup a bit. We are going to have to put everything close by each other so these golems can actually get to it. So what I'm going to do here probably... Let's see, does that make sense? Yeah. I am going to set it up something like... You know what? Let me get some blocks on my bar. I'm going to basically set up a multi-tiered. So there's going to be, you know, that will be here. Then there'll be this there. And then another row. Like that. So on and so forth. And it's just going to work its way up. I think that should work. Now, it's possible that this line might be too long. And we're going to have to figure that out. Maybe we will cook something that will give us Perdido and see if it works. And you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to test this out before we even start making anything. So the first thing we need is our Straw Golem. We want to put him down and I guess connect him like that. Very cool. So now this golem is nothing. He doesn't know what to do because he doesn't have an animation core. So now we want to give him the alchemy animation core. Boom. Done. Now he can do alchemy. Very cool. Now I thought he should have something in his hand. I thought so. Now I think if you right click him and then right click that. Okay, they are connected. Very cool. Okay, so let's make something with, let's cook something with Perdito. And that should be pretty simple. I believe we can just, oh, didn't mean to do that. No. That to that. Okay, very good. All right, yes. Very good, right? Yes, that looks great to me. Now we need to get ourselves some seeds that have Perdito, which should be pretty simple to do. I've been collecting seeds. I haven't been throwing them away anymore. I mean, now with this data center, I don't need to throw anything away. So that is Perdito. Okay, so we will use, I guess, a couple of these because that's what we have the most of. Very cool. Let's go back there, cook this up, and see if this works. I think this is going to work. The only thing is I don't see him. He doesn't have anything in his hand, which kind of scares me. But I guess we will find out. And we definitely need to get some coal or something to cook with. Do we have any coal? How do we not have coal here? I know I could probably use wood or the nitor or something else, but let me just get some coal. I should have plenty of coal. I don't know why I don't have any coal there at all. That's kind of weird. Also, I haven't been in there a while, so whatever. Okay, so let's get our coal in. Get this baby cooking. And he's not doing anything. Why? Why aren't you doing anything? Shouldn't you? But you're... Okay, so obviously I did not do this right. So let me look into this a little bit and I will be right back. Okay, we are back. And I think what my issue was, see, these straw golems can only carry one item, but you can only pick up in groups of 8 maybe, I think. So it looks like I might have to use a tallow golem, and they're pretty easy to put together. Basically, I just need 9 of these magic tallows, which is just 2 magic and a zombie flesh each. So I should be able to take care of that right now. So we have 8 and 8, 16. 9 and 9 is 18. But these are 8, so we're actually going to need just a little bit more, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay. So that's a really bad way of doing it, but what are you going to do? Okay, so we throw that in there. We now have 24, and then every time we throw in a rotten flesh, we will get a tallow. Yes. So I guess we'll just keep doing this until we have no more in there. Or we don't have enough to make it, I guess. I think, can I just throw... I can just throw that way. Okay. That's a lot easier. Missed it. That's fine. One more. Very cool. Now we have the magic tallow. Let's just kill this guy because he's annoying me. He's just going to keep making noises. Not fun. And now we put this in to make a block. Very cool. And now, if I did the rest of this right, assuming I did, we should be able to throw in... What did I get for this? 8 rotten flesh, 8 soul sand, 8 trapdoors. This is going to make such a mess. And then the tallow as our catalyst. There we go. We will clear this out. Again, it's going to empty out a lot of flux. But what are you going to do? Oh, no, it didn't go up. Wow, that's how much flux. It was so much flux, it did not even... Oh, man, that's bad. Okay, that's fine now. We're okay. We're okay. We just clean it up a little bit. Just cleaning up a little bit. Okay, cool. Last one. Great. Now, if I assign that to there, okay, give it a animation core. And now assign this to that. He still doesn't work. So maybe this just is too far. Let's see. Let's get this. Put it a little closer. Maybe not. Maybe I do need one of these arcane alembics on top. I thought I didn't, but... There we go. Okay. So we're going to want to do this again once he finishes his up. Okay, so I guess I didn't need him. I wonder if the straw would have worked. But you know what? We're going to put this guy all the way back over here. And let's see. Which one was it? It was the... Potentia. Do I have two? Oh, I have a lot of Potentia, it seems. Okay, that's fine. We'll put... Oh, no, not Potentia. We wanted Permuto. There you go. Okay. That's what we wanted to put here. Very cool. So now we want to put one more seed in here, which of course I don't have another seed, and then try and make sure that when it cooks it up, it actually brings it out over there. Because I don't know what the distance is. I think the distance on these things are pretty far, but honestly, I really don't know. Oh, wait, this is... What does he have in his hand? We were cooking up what? We were cooking up this. That is the leaf... that is full, I guess, and that one's full. So let's see. I guess we could just test it like this. If we put this here, will it come here to pick it up? Maybe? Let's see. Water jar. Nah, too far. So you know what? Let's break some of these things. Let's see. I'm going to guess at 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I'm going to take a guess and say that we could put this jar here. And then just put the rest of these guys down. Man, my inventory is getting full of this stuff. Just so they're touching. Let's see. Now does he want to come? He still doesn't want to come. Let's get it a little closer. Maybe right here. Get another empty one. You want to bring that here? There you go. Okay, you know what? Let's break that. We're going to put something else there. He doesn't know what to do. He's confused. He's confused. I'm confused. We're all confused. So we're going to put this here. Maybe we'll check here. Will he come here for it? Let's just break those real quick. There's the blank one. Will he come there? Okay, he will. So let's just try something else. And let's try... Will he go from this far? He will come this far. Will he? But he won't come this far, right? No. Okay, so this is the limit right here. Very cool. At least now we know this is how far he will travel from there in order to fill these up. So what I'm going to do next, and I'm probably going to do this off camera because this actually has gone a lot longer than I expected, but I am going to start making multiple tiers, kind of like stadium seating or whatever you want to call it. We're going to make multiple tiers back here, and theoretically he should be able to reach them all. You know what? That's probably something we want to check. So let's see. If we put this here, will he be able to reach that? Let's see. We will break that, put that here. We'll just put that there. Nah, you know what? We will put the Perdito. Not the Perdito. The Permutatio. Yeah, that's what I want. We'll put the Permutatio here. Because that's what he's actually going to work on. And the Herber right there. And you know what? We'll also put... I don't have any stickers on me. Okay. So let's just put another seed in here. And let's see what happens. Fills it up. He is coming right now with the Permutatio. And now will he do the same for the Herba? He picked it up. Nope. Too far, it seems. Let's see. That's going to be... I didn't realize how annoying this was going to be. This is going to be quite the annoyance, I think. So let's see. Will he come out this far? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to make this a lot smaller than I thought. Which is fine. It's completely fine. A little annoying, but completely fine. Where'd the herb go? There it is. Okay. So maybe he'll come... I know he'll come out like this far, right? Really? Huh. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to have to play around with this for a little bit and try to figure out how far out he will walk. Maybe he's not putting it here because it's not touching? Okay, I'm going to have to play around with this for a little bit more. Let's see, can I, like, straight up tell him? Oh, I think you could actually tell. Okay, you know what I think it is? I think you could tell him to go to multiple places. And I think maybe that's why it didn't work right here. Let's just try that. So, let's see. Can we do this? There we go. Okay, so that was the problem. These rows aren't touching, so he doesn't know to put it there. Very cool, though. So this is how we're going to do it. We are going to make multiple rows. I'm going to obviously use a nicer looking block. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I think we could just, yeah. Obviously, I'm going to use a nicer block than this cobblestone. But that is how we're going to do this. I don't know how he's going to react on 3 or even 4 tiers up, which we're probably going to even have to go higher than that. But we will figure that out next time. But for this time, as always, thank you for joining me. If you liked what you see, please give the video a like. It definitely helps me a lot. If you want to see more videos from me, subscribe. Videos right into your inbox, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.